Hello YouTube, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and on this channel, we answer publicly posted questions from YouTube users, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. Going to be trying to do a lot more videos from the farm during this holiday season, so here I am on the farm. We have a question here from YouTube user 002-73324. I applaud the anonymity of your username. Okay, here's the question. What if you are a union member with a new right to sue letter? Well, 99 times out of 100, your union is not going to do anything with that right to sue letter. They will view discrimination claims generally 99 times out of 100 as something you will go get a private counsel for that is different than what they do. And there's some logic to it. Like, I understand the frustration here. when you're paying union dues and your stance is like, hey, you're my union, I pay you, you're supposed to fight for me. Their response will often be, well, in a discrimination case or a sexual harassment case, sometimes the perpetrator is also a union member, or sometimes the claim is that you're being treated worse than other union members. And that creates a tension because they're reluctant to do something that might harm other union members. There's a certain logic to it. I don't agree with the logic, but there is a logic to it. So what they'll say is, hey, this creates tension with the other union members. We can't help you with it. You got to go get private counsel. This is outside what we do as your union. Usually, I have seen a couple of unions over the past decade pay legal fees for discrimination cases or sexual harassment cases, or try to have their own counsel get the thing settled. I've seen that. It's incredibly rare. Truly, like 99 times out of 100, not going to happen. Excuse me. Now, so you got a right to sue letter. It's basically as though you're a normal non-union employee. You have 90 days to get your case filed in federal court. If you have that right to sue letter from the EEOC, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, it gives you 90 days from the day you receive it to get filed in federal court. That's it. It's the same as if you were an at-will employee in terms of having a discrimination case. Unless there's some rare situation where your union is helping you with this, or the somewhat more common situation where you're also suing your union for discrimination or sexual harassment or retaliation, which happens more often than you'd believe. Barring one of those two situations, you're just like any other employee. Believe it or not, in spite of all those union dues, in spite of all the protections of that collective bargaining agreement, you're going to have to be subject to the federal court system just like everyone else, usually, for a standard union employee. Now, listen, there's always complications. Everybody's different. Every situation is unique and different, but that's generally what you're dealing with. It's worth noting, though, that often a union employee will have additional arguments to make tied to departures from the collective bargaining agreement. Hey, this is my right under the collective bargaining agreement, and you're not giving it to me, even though you give it to everyone else. You're not giving it to me because of my protected class, or because I was sexually harassed and you're retaliating against me, or so-and-so's not giving me my rights in the collective bargaining agreement because so-and-so's trying to pressure me to give in to his or her sexual advances, right? The collective bargaining agreement often figures prominently in the discrimination case, even though the union itself might not extend itself to assist you with that. Frustrating. But a ripe source to mine evidence. Certainly, when you're doing discovery, if you can get data about everyone else getting their rights under the collective bargaining agreement, which I presume they do, because they didn't, there'd be an enforcement action by the union, right? That evidence can be invaluable to you. So that's something to keep an eye on. I recommend you hire an attorney. We have the Find an Attorney playlist on the channel to help you find local counsel. We have an Evaluate Your Attorney playlist on the channel to help you evaluate if the local counsel you found is good, is the representation you want, will do right by you, right? Neither are foolproof, right? We can't know every attorney in the country, but they're a great starting point. They give you a tremendous amount of resources. I'd recommend you hit those up. I'd recommend you schedule 3 to 5 free consultations with local counsel. More if you can. That's a good start. And wish you luck. Wish you luck. It stinks that your union might be leaving you high and dry here. It stinks that in spite of the protections of collective bargaining agreement, you experienced something that sent you to the EEOC. Some form of discrimination or workplace sexual harassment, retaliation, whatever it is. I'm sorry. I hope that your case is successful. I hope that you are able to navigate finding your own counsel, private counsel, representation, and I think you should have representation always. I really do. Certainly, when my family needed representation, I arranged it for them, right? There's no question. You should be represented in this field. It's worlds better. Listen, there's people pro se on this channel that are doing a great job. It's an uphill fight. It introduces so much risk, so much risk into the process. And it's not like I'm not sitting here saying, hey, you don't know what you're doing. Of course you're capable. Of course you're smart. Of course you're savvy. You just haven't done this before. So if you can hire somebody who's done this hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of times before, it's a real value. Listen, it's up to you to determine if it's worth that attorney's fee, their percentage, whatever it is. That's between you and the attorney. If you're asking me if you should have counsel, yes, always. Always. I think, and listen, you can say, Vince, of course you say that. You're an employment attorney. You're looking to steer people in the arms of employment attorneys to make more money. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I am telling you, hey, don't hire us. Go hire local counsel. If you can. It will be potentially cheaper. They might do a great job. Like, if you can find good local counsel, amazing. Good local counsel at a good rate. Woo! I love it. I love it. So fair enough that you're criticizing me. Like, yeah, of course you're telling me to find representation. You want me to hire you. I want you to hire an employment attorney. I want you to contact a local counsel. We're a national firm. We're flying attorneys around the country. Obviously, that's more expensive than a firm who's already in, I don't know, Tallahassee, right? If Uppington, wherever you are, right? Like, they're already there. They're hopping in their little Econo box. Well, if they're a good attorney, probably a better car. And they're driving to court for you. They're driving to mediation. It's not far. It's 20 minutes. It's going to be cheaper. They're not booking a flight. They're not putting somebody up in a 5-star hotel. It's just cheaper. So you should call them. So to the point, you're like, oh, Vince, you're trying to get us to hire you. No, I'm trying to get you hired local counsel. Check your local counsel options first. And that is 002-73324. What I recommend for you. I think that's what you should be doing. You should be looking at local counsel options with your right to sue. Time is of the essence. You want a significant time pressure. You want to get that filed. If you miss that deadline, you will lose your federal claims, and I don't know what will be left of your case because I don't know where you are. So don't play around. Get that moving as soon as humanly possible. I wish you luck. I hope you get played. I hope you get paid, not played. My God. Never. Never. Everybody works, but not everyone wins. Everybody works, but not everybody wins. Don't get played. Don't get played. Get paid. New catchphrase? Don't get played. Get paid. No, I don't think I can pull it off. I don't think I can pull it off. We'll try it out. Works. Comment down below. New catchphrase? Don't get paid. Don't get played. Get paid. What do you think? Yes? No? Can I pull it off? Better for somebody else? Let's talk about it. All right, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Share the channel so it can grow. Take care.